Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And somebody put this in the 18, the YouTube link. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And come on to YouTube so I can see your comments. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Nityananda, 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 Dora Chandra, Dora Chandra, Gauranga, Gauranga. Hey, Shama Sundari, welcome. Funny. Welcome. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Gaurachandra, 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 Gauranga, Gaurachandra, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Radha, Radhe, 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 Radha, Radha, Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Krishna Gauranga, Śrī Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Krishna 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 Nityananda 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 Gaura Chandra Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda 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 Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gauranga 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 Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Krishna 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 Gauranga Gaura Krishna Gaura Krishna Gaura Krishna Gaura Krishna Gauranga Gaura Krishna Gaura Krishna Gauranga Gaura Krishna Gaura Krishna Gauranga Gauranga Gaura Krishna Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Krishna 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 Radhe 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hey, Mikhail, shalom. Welcome. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Gauranga. Here's the link. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Whoever wants to come on, chant here. Oops. There we go. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram Hare Hare. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Krishna 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Krishna. So we got no interaction today? Yeah, just one guy chanting. You guys over there are just watching and Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. No link. I gave the link. Well, maybe it didn't show up, so let's try again. Okay, there's the link again. Now let me know if it showed up. There we go. Okay. Krishna, all right. Krishna, Krishna, Hari, Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, 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 Hari, Hari. Oh, it seems like just one guy chanting everybody's, it's like so impersonal. Fuck it, man. Yeah, okay, so there was the link didn't show up for some reason. Sometimes it's like that. Yeah, next time I'll know, I'll just put it in again. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Ram, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Ram, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Ram, Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Krishna, Krishna, Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Adramana, welcome. Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari, Hari, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Gora Krishna Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Yeah. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radharani, 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 Radhe, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shiva Sari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shiva Sari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shiva Sari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Radha, Ooh. Radhe. Here's the link if anybody missed it here. Radhe. Oh, Radha Radhi, Radha Radhi, Radha Radhi, Radha Radha. Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani. Radha, Rani, 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 Radha, Rani. Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Krishna, 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 Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Jai, hey, my friends. How are things today? Why should I even ask? Those who are chanting the holy name are having a great day. Hey, look how beautiful Ramana looks. Looks very transcendental. Yeah. So, explanation of the Mahā-mantra continued. Hari, please, oh Hari, please direct me to do a particular service for me. You notice how this is maybe first in Vaidhi Bhakti, people are engaged in by the Guru to do services for Krishna. But as the Raganuga level begins to manifest, the services are you get it in hints, just like in Vrindavan, hints from inside and outside. You don't have to be told directly because they don't tell things directly there in Vrindavan because they're very intelligent. They're very tuned in to Krishna. Okay? So this thing usually on the Vaidhi level, the spiritual master says, "You do this, you do this, you don't do this, you do the." It's like this, like a strict father. Putting strong boundaries on everything because you're not really, you're not in touch, you're not whole yet. When you come here and engage in this level of service, awakening, then you become more whole. See, you're whole because then you have the helper there. You think Jesus was just to come here just to say, okay, now I'm just going to tell you exactly what to do and everything. No, you become like him. Whole. You're whole because now you have a relationship with God, and now you're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 in person. Ta-da! You worship the Lord with loving ecstasy, right? He gives you the understanding. That's perfection. That's liberation. That's salvation, and much more. Pure devotional service. Isn't that great? Doesn't it sound like fun? Don't you want to be whole? You know, we make whole people here, people, here is where real holiness is. So holiness is a whole person. When I look at people that claim to be gurus and all that, and I look, they're not whole. They're just whole. Their holiness is a name only. You go to the Catholic Church, right? Oh, His grace, His holiness. Oh, yeah. Are you holy? Are you whole? You have communication with God. Do you know who God is, or is it mystery? You know what bhakti is? Remember, Lalita went to this priest, and said, "Do you know about the Holy Spirit?" And what did he do? Run away or something? Oh, Holy Spirit! We don't talk about such things. But that's what it's all about. It's always been all about that. It's all about getting out of Maya, and without being the helper. You know, you don't get out. You know that story with Gajendra. Do you ever see the picture in Bhagavatam? Gajendra's holding his trunk out, and Krishna's coming down and grabbing him and taking him out. Do you think it's a fucking external thing? No, that happens inside. He's pulling you out of the illusion. Man, he's giving you the instructions. He's your helper, counselor. Sometimes then when you become matured enough, he makes you like a spiritual master, and then, you help from the outside, his mission. We work for his company, right? That's the way it is. It's so simple. This is so effortless, man. We work for the company of the Lord. And that means you got to play with him a lot. He deserves a lot of playmates and play. He just likes to, actually, he's always playing. He doesn't like to, he didn't even want to come back to eat with his mother. Remember? He wants to stay there and play with the cowherd boys and play with the girls too. So if you can't play with the Lord, you can't be part of the company. See, please direct me to do some particular service to me. And so you don't even have to ask. Just by naturally evolving and playing with the Lord here, getting attached to the Lord, wanting to come and meet the Lord, rendezvous with the Lord. Then he wants to meet with you, because you're a good friend. He's a good friend to you. He's dear to you, and you're dear to him. This is a mutual relationship. This is called true love. Just like a partner in the world. You find you love somebody, right? You're exclusive together with that partner. Well, this is, we're all meant to be with that supreme partner. See, supreme personality of Godhead, supreme person, supreme, see the peace, supreme person, supreme partner, supreme beloved. See the bees. You got to be a bee for that. Oh, Ram, let me hear about your most cherished pastimes in the company of your dearest devotee. Let me hear about your most cherished pastimes in the company of your dearest devotee. Yeah, and only those devotees know those cherished pastimes. They know the real philosophy. They know these things. Your dearest devotee, that's the intimate associate. If you're not like that, well, you're not, teacher, preceptor, you're not a very high quality. If you want to take many lifetimes, you get a guru like that, Many lifetimes it'll take you, if you're, that's sort of fortunate. It's better than, many lifetimes better than millions of lifetimes. Who knows? You can get caught up in the Maya and become animals and insects and, demigods and demons and all over the board. You're just like blowing on the wind of the modes. because you have no knowledge. This is a problem until you meet the parampara system headed by the spiritual master. We're just being blown by the modes of nature. We don't know it. We don't know how to control them. We have no knowledge. And then even to try to control the modes on our own, see, we're not whole, we're not strong. We have no strength. It's like a skinny guy trying to lift weights. You ever see these people, they have no muscles or anything, and they go into the gym. They can't even lift the weights. Well, you didn't build any muscles. This is spiritually. You think, I'm going to be free of I see this false ego shit all over the place. I'm going to be free of the matrix. I see these little skinny girls and women, and men, they think they got no fucking spiritual muscle. And they think they're going to escape the divine energy of the Lord, what they call the matrix. When they're with no muscle power, no strength, no divine strength. This is divine energy. The Lord's energy is very powerful, very illusory, causes mirages and everything. And we're very small, very weak. But man, when you're a married man or a woman to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all of a sudden you get your husband's strength. And he wants to give us his strength. We don't even have to work out. Look how hard it is for people to get strong in the gyms, right? You got to work out, and it's hard. They sweat, everything. We come here, we've got the ecstatic sweat sometimes, but it's just, you come here and the strength just comes, everything spontaneously. The strength to overcome Maya just by playing with God, becoming just, calling for the company of the Lord. Hey, Lord, come in. And we want your company. Otherwise, without your company, we can't work for you. We can't share you with anybody. We need your company. To work for your company. And so I'm going to come here and pick up my beat bag or my microphone and work for your company. I don't consider it work. It's fun. You come so quickly that we start playing. So almost immediately. I like that, just very quick. We enter into the games. The transcendental games, the Harinam game. It's a game. Yeah, liberates, most powerful game. Okay? We're like, little children in the kingdom playing games and liberating the world. Isn't that nice? Simple. Yeah. What do you think, Lalita? Any thoughts coming? I know you're very polite. You want to wait until you're called upon.
It is true, Guru Maharaj. This is where we gain here spiritual muscles. It's really, really perfectly explained. And I was thinking about my kids. They are so sportive. My boys, they are like that. My daughter also. They always like to exercise. I never liked it. I never, ever liked it. But this exercise I like, this growing process, I love it. I'm not made for that physical thing. I'm like putting it's nothing inside. I'm not made for that. But I'm made for that other thing, for those spiritual muscles. And I feel that you are the best coach, the best trainer, You show how it works, how to walk the path, how to walk those things, Yeah, it's really working out. And yeah, you create them. It's not visible. It's not visible here, but it's visible here.
Yeah. Yeah, it just becomes a fun thing. You'll see gradually people will pick it up too. They think, hey man, the Lord. I was chanting this morning and I was seeing this how it was back then. Just people there, they were just so ecstatic, playing together, chanting and Kīrtana and everything, just having a great time, and people were getting liberated just by joining the Kīrtana, just by joining the Kīrtana. That's like, when Jesus says, whoever believes in me, you will be free of sins. That's kind of a stern thing, you must do this, otherwise, but there people just started to believe in Lord Chaitanya and his devotees because they were very attractive. They just, it's like, wow, this is fun. They just started to have, well, of course, yeah, can we join too? Yeah, sure, come on. Some people be scared too because they look like they're having too good a time. There's a statement of the Devotee. He would say, they're having the Kīrtana. He'd see people like they're kind of looking like, what are they doing? He said, oh, come in, don't be afraid. Come join us. Yeah, we chant together, and yeah, yeah. Oh Ram, oh Hara, Radha, Hara, Hara, Radha. Please reveal to me your most cherished pastimes with your beloved Krishna. And that's what it's all about. She's like the instructress of this relationship. Yeah. See, so what is the point of revealing the pastimes so that we can understand them? We can understand the relationship. Okay? Yeah. Oh Ram, please reveal me to the. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh Ram, please engage me in remembering your transcendental name, form, qualities, and pastimes. See, so Ram is like Balaram, you could say, the beginning of the brother of Krishna, the big brother. See, he instructs as guru. So our lines are meant to be representing Lord Ram, or, well, actually, Nityananda was the same. So Lord Ram and Nityananda, the big brother of Krishna. Krishna's younger in the sense. He's the more mature devotee. He's more spiritually mature. He becomes guru, instructor, or teacher. And so point was, engage me in remembering your transcendental name and form. Remembering. So that's the idea. You get the mantra in disciplic succession. You hear the sound vibration, and you hear and you chant that vibration, and you also hear the pastimes. You hear the philosophy. You hear about the path. You hear all these things, and it's very purifying. It's very educating. See? People need education. That's why we have schools, right? Schools. But where's the transcendental school? What do you want to go to a Vaidhi school? You go to ISKCON, you get a Vaidhi school. They teach you Vaidhi principles. But here, this is transcendental school, Raganuga Bhakti school. You learn these principles of Raganuga Bhakti, which are more profound, more simple, actually, more easy, more relishable, more purifying. See? So if you don't accept these principles and you're like you have a tendency to worship God, you don't accept this teaching, that means you're in a lower grade. This is like college. And if you don't accept this, I mean, okay, well, you're just not of the college level. Some people have a natural aptitude. The Lord wants them to come into this class, and we give them an honorary degree, honorary entrance. You ever see those people? They can skip grades. It's just like the world. There's no difference. This is just this is like, this is just a high level class. But it's up to the Lord, who he can just, anybody, you'll know in your heart if you're attracted to coming here and hearing these talks and chanting with us. That means the Lord is authorized, otherwise not. Yeah, people, I'm sorry to tell you, you proud gurus. I mean, most of you are just not qualified for this class. That's why you have to stay in a lower grade. Yeah, lower grade. Lower grade is name and fame. Actually, many of your disciples are probably more advanced than you because they wouldn't do such a thing. Everything is really weird and topsy-turvy. You can think the person that's most advanced, and they're usually the most fallen. You know who the most fallen people were according to the Chaitanya Charitamrita teachings? And I see the same thing. The student community considered were the most fallen and the most difficult to convert into Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement. They were the most resistant. They were very attached to Vaidhi Bhakti, very attached to thinking they knew everything about Bhakti, and they thought the real devotees were simpletons. Because, oh, look, you're not purifying yourself. You're not doing disciplines and austerities and building temples and going to the temples and worshiping the deities and doing all of these rules and regulations. You guys, you're not just simpletons. You're not advanced like us. That's Vrindavan. Vrindavan is like that. People can't understand it. It's a different mood of worship. And isn't it? It's the same. We're teaching that kind of mood and that kind of mode of worship. It's easy. People just by attraction to Krishna, which is what's the Hare Krishna's movement is all about, is attraction to Krishna. Is developing a taste for the pastimes of the Lord. And when you get that, now you're on the Raganuga, the rasic path. Then all you do is keep tasting the nectar of those pastimes, keep coming to sadhu sangha and hearing the glories of this path, participating in the chanting, and the crying comes and the laughing comes, and just in that process of playing and coming close to Krishna in this way, and by being attached to the Lord and Him becoming attached to you, you attain all perfections. That's the true meaning of when Jesus said, seek the kingdom of God and all else is added. The kingdom of God, what did He say that was? I'm the way, I am the truth, I am the life. See? The person kingdom. You go, you look, you face the kingdom. How can you go into the kingdom if you don't face the kingdom? The kingdom is not, wherever the devotee is, that's the kingdom. That's the door to the kingdom. Wherever they're not, that's the darkness is everywhere. But that rare place, it's not in the false acharyas and spiritual masters who are not in the kingdom. They're not a manifestation and representation of the kingdom. They can't prove it, they can't show it, and they cannot communicate it. So what's your glory, gurus out there? What is the fucking glory in what you're doing? Somebody needs to humble you with the truth. What is the glory? You can't manifest the purpose of bhakti, which is devotion to Krishna. You don't know what it is. You don't preach about it. And if you do, you don't have it. So therefore you speculate on it and you cannot communicate it to others. So you cannot liberate anybody. And life is all about being liberated out of the matrix or the illusion, whatever you want to call it. Because, even ask a person who uses the New Age lingo of being in the matrix. They know the whole point would be to escape the matrix. Right? To escape. Who the fuck wants to live in the matrix? Who is this escape the matrix? Where's the Neo, man? See, the one. Where's the one that's escaped the matrix and knows the way? Remember, Jesus escaped the matrix. He was the way. Face Him, face it. Because if you face Him, He's going to speak to you if you're lucky, right? It's a living being there. You face Him, you're going to face His mouth too, right? And you're going to hear something. And you're going to see something. And then he's going to teach you about that something, how important it is. Because people don't know. You gurus don't know. ISKCON doesn't know. Gaudiya Samitis and all of these Vaishnavas very proud of their knowledge, but they don't know these simple things. Come into the association of truly ecstatic devotees who can prove the mercy of God is upon there. That we are the people of the Lord, the people of the ecstatic Lord, not the modes of nature Lord, or even liberation Lord. That's not complete. Okay? We prove everything here, right in front of everybody's face. That's why I commented on it. So people need to hear. They just need to be woken up with the truth, man. Hey, the truth is here. This is true. You can check it in the scriptures. These are the signs and symptoms that the Lord is in his transcendental manifestation with us, and he can be with you if you become impressed with this teaching. If this goes inside you, if there's room for it. What do you think, Adramana? Give us a word.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Okay. Our chanting session is done. Give us a word. What are you
Nice,
experiencing?
amazing relaxation, bliss. It's like a sonic
Oh,
shower, just
oh.
action. I
Nice.
accomplish.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just coming here to get the charity first. Charity begins at home. Tom, got a word for us?
Is the sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just absorbing these, I'm absorbing these vibrations. This symbolize your ecstasy, and symbolize your sound vibration, your words, my devotion, and they become watered, sprinkled by the water of your words, and it activates, makes it functional. That's what I feel.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right. So I'll read another verse. All right. O Ram, make me fit to serve you while remembering your transcendental name, qualities, and pastimes. That's that's. I'm glad he writes like that, because then I can just kind of show you that, like, it's like if you if you if you remember the Lord's name and form and qualities and pastimes with attachment, then that's what makes you fit to serve him. If you remember the Lord and so you're not so attached to the pastime qualities, you're more attached to like just following rules and principles. That's external. So you're not so attached. Then you're not really fit for this level of service. This level of service is simply being close with the Lord, playing with the Lord. The beloved stuff. What a husband and wife do. When they're intimately together. That kind of stuff. Fit to serve the Lord like that. But without deep attachment to the Lord, Yeah, and the training. You got to be trained by the spiritual master. If you're not, how are you going to? You can't even dream of such intimate service with God. It's beyond that. You have to get purified and have that awakening of devotion, and then now you also get instructed from within. Okay? Very important. Yeah. So, O Hari, having accepted me as one of your own servitors, please enjoy me as you please. This really gets a lot of people can't. How can you understand? Please enjoy me. And they go, oh God, that's like like a woman would say to a man, please enjoy me. And all this, and so the person's enjoying. You're saying that to God, please enjoy me. But what about you? Oh yeah, I'm a selfless servant. I have no enjoyment in this here. If the Lord is enjoying your company, that means you're self-realized. You understood it. You know what surrender is. You've been purified. And your happiness is the Lord's happiness. That's how people learn about it here. How else can you know? This is why you can see people don't know Krishna's happiness, Lord Chaitanya's happiness in the world. Most people don't know it. See? Because if you experience it, and if you're not just hiding in the closet and people see that, you show them the Lord's happiness because you share the same heart. You're simultaneously one and different from the Lord in that sense. We're meant to be simultaneously one and separate. So we're one, but we don't realize that until we have communion. That's what it's about, tasting that communion. That's the happiness of God. And that refracts or reflects on the face and the body of a devotee. That's the only way we'll really know that happiness of God. It has to be brought here. Either he comes as Lord Chaitanya or Krishna or a devotee. The devotee comes and the Lord descends and they manifest that love of God. That's the meaning when Jesus said, when you see me, you see the Father. You see the Father's energy and potency, through facing the devotee. Otherwise, we will just speculate on who God is. And that's what I see in Vaishnava. Everybody's speculating what Krishna is and all that. But we're here manifesting that potency, the transcendental potency of the Lord. And people, most persons, that's why they teach Vaidhi, because they cannot take this intensity, this brightness. It takes purification. So when you're ready, you come into the Sangha and get purified. And then you become noodled.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, when you say, please enjoy me like I enjoy you, it's actually a bit the same, like let happen here on earth like it happens in the spiritual world, like you want it, like you want. Let you manifest yourself through me now.
Yeah. Well, that happens automatically. It's it's in that union. It's in that communion. See, that intimacy is very that communion. Both the Lord and the devotee are enjoying. It's kind of like like the in the world, people looking to have a simultaneous climax is the big thing. Let's get noodles a little bit. Trip her out a little bit. It's like the simultaneous climax. That used to be a big thing, when I was younger. Everybody'd be talking, we do this tantra, we can have simultaneous climax. It's kind of the same idea. But it doesn't ever really, you never get It's close, you're still not that. Neither of you in the body is even meeting each other. And even if you have some simultaneous life, still there's separation because it's not you. We're not the body. It's only the simultaneous oneness and difference in communion of a soul with the Lord is the true communion. See, the true simultaneous climax, you could say, the simultaneous ecstasy. See? Because it's soul to supreme soul. See, now we're talking real. See, and that automatically is the Lord is enjoying and the devotees enjoying simultaneously. But that happens by the engagement of the union and separation. That's why we're built that way. This union and separation is understanding is the most difficult conception to understand. That's why usually even when Lord Chaitanya was here, the greatest understanding they had was oneness with God, to become one with God. And then you start speculating what that means and all that, because you can't understand it. It's only into going deeper to the Bhagavan realization of the relationship with the Lord as he is in his truest form. See, original form. See, Krishna is called the original personality of Godhead, right? See, that's where we find our originality, our origin, is in that manifestation of God. Okay? Otherwise, we haven't found our origin or the Lord's origin. Remember, Krishna says in Gita, nobody knows me. I am the origin of the demigods, or something like that. I got to read the verse again if somebody could find it. Maybe Tom could find it. In all respects, I'm the origin of all. Maybe, yeah. Tom likes to research. You can research now on the order of Guru instead of on your own mind all the time. Follow your Guru's order some fucking time. I am the origin. Look up origin and Bhagavad Gita. There's probably the thing that'll come up in it. Yeah. So yeah, it's a great verse too. Yeah. So yeah, and so the Lord is the original, and so that's what Lord Chaitanya came to give, that conception and that realization, that experience. Okay, that experience, and that's and only the real devotee, who's the experienced devotee of that level, can teach about it, because that's their experience. How can you teach anything that you haven't experienced yourself, really? Yeah.
Maharaj, yesterday I was having I was listening to your class in the evening one, while I was sleeping, and then I happened to have this realization. I mean, it's like you might have told it, but then I have understood why that happens now. So I thought I'd share that. I had that feeling before, but then now I can back up that feeling, kind of a thing. You know, when it's like, when you say what we do here is like the communion, right? We You teach us how to commune with the Lord. And Fani and I, we keep saying we cannot separate material life from spiritual life. It's like all integrated. And I started to feel, please correct me if I'm wrong here, but then yesterday I was realizing it's tricky for us to separate, or we feel it's integrated because we have the Lord within us, right? We are
Yeah.
carrying that Lord, and he's there. It's like, Vrinda goes to school, and she's not in my consciousness for 6 hours, but I know she's
Right.
going to come back home, right? So
Yeah.
that's how it is. We might not be consciously thinking of him all the time, but we live with him now because he is
Yeah.
awake within us. And
Right.
it's like just like what happens in Vrindavan. the Lord is the epicenter, right? He's the center, and the importance is given to him. And people, the devotees please him. I mean, they give him pleasure, and doesn't mean they don't get pleasure out of it. They do get pleasure of out of giving him pleasure, and that's exactly what's happening here. You have like, you actually, you got transported. We don't have to go anywhere. It's like where you are is Vrindavan, and that's exactly what you have done. And it's as pure as that is, right? It is called to be pure because you are in communion with Lord, and then you enjoy giving enjoyment to him. That's exactly what is happening here. And it is maybe not, it's at least, it's, I feel it's as pure as that, or maybe at least it's in the way to get that pure. But then that is why it's difficult. How can I say that it's material anymore when I have the Lord within, I mean, and have him living with it? So that's what I was coming to realization yesterday. Yeah, I thought I'd just share that. It is in line with what you are teaching now. So
Yeah. It's yeah, that's how it is. It's also like when you're married. It's like when you're married, you feel your partner is there, even though they're not there. But then there are those times that you get together in the bedroom, and that time. I like to see Noodles when I go into this. She goes, "Ooh." Yeah, but that's how it is, Noodles. Then there's that time when you go in the bedroom and then you full focus, full depth and into that kind of thing. That's what it is. That's sadhu sangha. We come together and now we can really focus, and go deep, or whenever you want, whenever you want to be with the Lord, you just go and you just full focus and enjoy together like that, and yeah. So yeah, it's so funny. The world is always reflecting the same, we call the reflection of the deeper truth. The shadow of it. It's just the shadow of it. But it's kind of mirrors kind of the way it works on the spiritual level. Because sex is ecstatic in the material world, and the ecstasy in the spirit is also ecstatic. So, and they're considered the highest pleasures, right, in the material world. And in the spiritual world, ecstatic union is also considered the highest happiness. It's God's happiness. And we're built to have these exchanges like this. And that's the beauty with self-realization is we may be doing things and be focused on other stuff, but we're with God now. We've been saved. And that's a great way you communicating that. Otherwise, you don't feel like that. And then when you want to give more, yeah.
No, I mean, like, we were living that out, but yesterday when I got understood that, I felt like it just felt totally different. Like, all right, now I get that. What uh, why it's happening, and it's amazing. I mean, like that feeling of you are actually, it's like it's somebody who's like in your wakeful life now, like it's as good, it's like what else can anybody ask for, Maharaj? I mean, I can't say what you, I mean, like, what have you even given us? I mean, like, oh my God, that's so, oh, it's amazing. I mean, like, Guru Maharaj, you are awesome. I mean, like, oh God, you just got God to us. I mean, like, oh God. God, I don't know. I'm so happy. I mean, when that thing hit, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, what did he do? What did he do? I'm like, oh gosh, so excited. Oh, it's so. I can't. I mean, like, Maharaj, it's like for the first time ever. I. It's like I kept saying, like, the Lord is there, the Lord is there. But then now, when He's there, like, and the times I don't feel as well, like it's as good as Vrinda going to school and coming back, Funny going to work and coming back. It's like that, I know he's going to come back to me, and or it's that's so amazing,
Yeah.
it's he's not lost to me and I'm not lost to him, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it goes on forever too. This never. They always he'll always come home. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of saying having sex in the bedroom, you can also call it going on to a date with your husband, or the moments that you are at the table, you work,
Yeah.
you come together
Yeah.
and you eat together, and you share your deepest
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much palatable for me.
Yeah. All those kinds of things. Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. So, oh Hari, please enjoy with me in your transcendental way. This is my humble request at your lotus feet. There's only one page of the glories of the holy. Let's see what else we can. From Moses to Mahaprabhu. Let's read a little bit more of that. So, by studying the history of the world, it is found that the spiritual science reached its peak in Navadvip. The supreme absolute truth is the only object of love for the living entities. That's what I've been preaching all along. It's so funny. It's so much. I didn't ever read this before. It's the first time I read this. But see, the devotees are tuned in the same way, especially we're in this parampara. And we can see the same kind of vision that if you study the history of the world, which I've studied enough of, and not a big detailed thing, but I studied the history of different religions more or less, and I come to the same conclusion. It all peaked with Lord Chaitanya. That's including with Jesus and studying his thing and Moses and all the religions and the Muslim thing. Everything found its peak in Lord Chaitanya and his manifestation and teachings, his devotees who came here. That was the pinnacle. And it's not surprising because he's the avatar for Kali Yuga that comes once in every 28th Kali Yuga. So, if he didn't come in this Kali Yuga, we would have no idea about these very intimate relationships. Matter of fact, Kali Yuga would be so advanced by this time, it would be so degraded because he came and what he did and what he left, the legacy is, and his devotees who come here, they keep like this Kali Yuga at bay. And then, like here, we have, not only are we keeping it at bay, we're progressing. Can you feel it? That we're moving, even in this dark place where there's, this Kali Yuga, which is the modes of dark energy and everything here. And we can even see it, outside. We're in like this little bubble, but we're progressing. That's the power of this bhakti here in the presence we have here. We actually even feel protected. I mean, at least if you're not, then maybe you're doing something wrong or something. Yeah. Like one devotee says, well, I still, I still have my miseries all, for all these years, and I'm just miserable still and everything. But then you find out why in the end. They're really not been committed. See, and that's why. Because if anybody is committed and really takes this really seriously, they will get there. Their miseries will go. And that's a good way. I mean, hopefully it's a wake-up call for those who wonder why, if you do a process and you don't, and your miseries are not going, maybe you're not really serious enough. You know, you're not really dedicated enough. And so that's the weakness. And if you're weak like that, Maya pulls you away. See, pulls you away from the thing. So the Supreme Absolute Truth is the only object of love for the living entities. Oh, isn't that interesting? We thought other people were objects of love and all that. Maybe your husband or wife is the object of love. This is a trick question. Is that possible? If this is, how can you actually love your husband? Is it true love?
I do not know how you define true love or not, Maharaj, but then for me, I can say I love my husband, which is actually very, very much, it's pretty beneficial for me to have whatever feelings I have for him, because he's a devotee and he's devoted to you, who are like the devotee of the Lord. So I'm like, I'm actually living that thing where Prabhupada says, right, devotee of a devotee of a devotee. That's what you'd have to be, and then I'm actually living that out. So I rather be very much into him. It's for my own selfish benefit that I be into him, because I know where it's leading to. So it's perfect for me.
Yeah, that's an A+ answer. That's what. Yeah, see, when the Lord, especially when you're chosen, when he chooses to live inside you and awaken inside you, you're loving your husband or your friend. If they're a devotee, if they're a real devotee, that's love, true love, because it's the Lord. They carry the transcendental potency. That's what the meaning when being a devotee of a devotee. Because you see the Lord has chosen that person, so that when you love them, you're loving the Lord. That's the way this works. But if they're a non-devotee, you can't really love them because God is not awakened in them yet. It's not manifest. So that love will not be manifest in you because it's not manifest in them. See, this is the idea. Was a good analogy. Was the Lord Nityananda and Madhavinda Puri, who were devotees of Krishna. They were ecstatic, perfected devotees, right? They never met each other, and they just went on pilgrimage separately. And they met all kinds of beings and everything like this. But only when they met each other did they find the true love manifest in them, because it was manifest in them, therefore it would be manifest when they met the other. See, so that's how this thing works. But they met so many people that didn't have this true love. See? Many pious people, nice people, Brahmins, sannyasis, sincere renunciates, and Allah. But they didn't become ecstatic. They didn't have their true love awakened in their heart. Okay? So only when they met each other, because they were devotees. Yeah, that's why here, even that's if you're in touch with a devotee, sometimes you feel overwhelmed. You feel like love for them, awaken. Love for God awaken. Yeah. So the truth is the only object of love for the living entities. So that's why if you're not with devotees where the Lord is manifesting, it's kind of a lonely thing. Lonely, see, you're alone. But when you're with devotees, no, it's like you're with friends. You're with your true friends. They're, how their love manifests in the world. You love your friends in a certain way. You love your beloved in a certain way, your husband or your wife, and you love your children in a certain way. See, that's also spiritually. those relationships awaken because it's all symptoms of love on a spiritual platform. See? But the Lord has to awaken in you. You have to develop this. You got to get this seed of bhakti and develop it. Okay? That's why, again, it all comes down to the bona fide spiritual master who has real bhakti lata bij, because the fruit of devotion has awakened in them, that fruit. So they got that seed in that particular fruit. Yeah. And that seed is not in just any other fruits. There's all kinds of fruits in the world. There's material fruits, there's good fruits, there's bad fruits, there's liberation fruits. Okay? But where is the fruit of pure devotion, the love of God, that seed? That's only in that fruit. Okay? So you gotta, you can't be like in ISKCON or any of these Vaishnava things and say that you're a real what do you call it, link in that line if you don't have that fruit and put forth those seeds from that fruit of love of Krishna. Do you see how that makes it real? Madhavendra Puri had the fruit of love of God, and Krishna said, now I'm going to appear in others in the world, deliver them. See, they give the seed of that particular fruit, of that real pure love of Krishna. Otherwise, the link is broken. It's not enough to just have the books. You can see, like if you go to the Bangalore temple, right over there, salted bread, right? You go to Bangalore, do you see the fruit of love of Krishna manifest there? No, you see the fruit of some kind of Vaidhi thing. So, and it has its attributes. You look at the faces of the devotees and whatever it is, but it's material still. It's nothing, that's the fruit of that. But that's not attractive to devotees. Devotees like the seed of love, of loving relations with God. The fruit of that. They relish that fruit. And that's remnants, is when you're in the presence of those devotees and you come and you listen attentively, now you're eating the remnants. Otherwise, you're like these, you go to Lord Jagannath's temple and they give you remnants, right? It works really slow. And then you see a devotee preaching in ecstasy and you go, ooh, I don't want to eat that prasadam. But you don't think it's prasadam, right? You think it's something bad or imagine it this or that. But oh yeah, give me the food in the temple. See? But you don't understand these remnants. That's why Vaidhi's taught, because some people can't take these remnants. They don't appreciate them. Remember, Jesus said, don't cast your pearls before swine and food before dogs. That's the idea. Okay? And there's no room for these remnants to go in them. See, it's our food, isn't it? Isn't it funny? We're all realized souls preach the same way. If they're preaching it. If they see that the world is not ready, they'll go, okay, go to Jagannath and eat that prasad over there. Take the remnants of Lord Jagannath's food. Right? People do. But look at the Brahmins. After many generations, they still look at you according to your body. They didn't even get over the bodily concept. Shows a much slower pace, right? They're still thinking you got to be a Hindu to go into the temple. Like the Lord doesn't want to purify, or is incapable of purifying anybody and everybody who comes to see him. They don't know that principle. They think, oh no, the person's too much of a sinner to go into the temple to see the pure Jagannath. You see, that is so sectarian. That is so low-minded. But people are like that. And they're eating Jagannath Prasad every day, right? But they're still like that after many, many generations. That's why Krishna says, doing that kind of association by going to the temples and going to the holy rivers and taking your baths purifies after a long time. See? But just seeing my devotees or serving them in some way, they purify just by being seen or heard from, served like this. They just very quickly you advance in bhakti. What do you think, Salted Bread? Give us a word. Did you hear me? Give us a word there, Salted Bread.
Yeah, Gurudev, Hare Krishna. Gurudev, I have a different version of love actually in this material world. It's not exactly the pure how it is with Ragunaga. For example, ISKCON, by all this Gaudiya Matha are Vaidi. So anything with Vaidi is not pure. It's not completely pure, Gurudev. So whatever relationship we have with our wife, why did Pallavi marry me? Why did I marry Pallavi or Radha Priya? I have a qualification. BTech engineer. She is an engineer, so we matched up. So that is not kind of it was not it's not very kind of she's ecstatic, I ecstatic. So there is a there is some exchange of some things over there also. So I feel this is still not pure. This is still not pure. The pure is always, with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he may go away or I may go away. We may die or something will happen, or she may die early or I may die early. So, but the real relationship happens because we married for something. Because I had some money, she matched with my money. Or she had some huge money, I matched with her. But still, then we fell in love, Gurudev. First there was condition earlier. It was not unconditional. It was not unconditional. So I will not say, oh, she's made up for me or I'm made up for her. So because what happens is, if I have suppose no money, why will she come and marry me? Because I'm not Krishna. So I feel still material platform is conditioned. It's not unconditional over here. So whatever love we have, if we have Ragunaga love, that is something which will found pure love. For example, if I had no money but I had Krishna's love, and then Radha Priya comes to me or my wife comes to me, then I feel, oh, she's dedicated to me. Now this is the real love. Correct me if I'm right, because there's always a material exchange, Gurudev, in this world. It may be harsh, but then it's a material exchange, Gurudev. Very, very. There's a lot of material exchange, and that's also I agree, because there should be material exchange. Otherwise, why will I make some friend for? Why will I go and join a company organization where he pays him money? So in this material world, there's always exchange of something, Gurudev. Even
Mhm.
with even with mother later on, even with father, even with sister, we think that these things will not come up, but in the future everything comes up, Gurudev. It's always on the platform of material money. It's always in material of money, Gurudev. Probably later my parents died, my sister is very loving to me. Later on she say, hey, give me the money, show me the money. I'll do a court case, because I will not say that my sister will not do this to me. I'm not saying, but there are chances, Gurudev, where she will become unconditional to me.
Mhm.
So I say this material platform. Why would Radha Priya marry me if I'm not an engineer? Why would So because everything is an exchange of material platform. So what I can say, Gurudev, is if both are Ragu Naga from the beginning stage and when they fall in love, that is real Gurudev. That's real Gurudev love. That's absolutely Gurudev real love. What I feel is so, because I'll just tell you very openly, Gurudev. My first wife, I don't know. I'll be very open, Gurudev, over here. She was born Vrindavan, okay, and she was in deep love with me, absolutely deep love with me, okay, just like your wife, Gurudev. What you speak, you're so open, so I get the guts to be open, Gurudev. And she did Bhakti Shastri. She was a devotee to the Lord Shri Krishna, absolutely. But absolutely. And once what happened was, there was a very small instance, Gurudev, very small thing. She was carrying twins of mine, and there was some fight between her mother-in-law and mine, and nothing happened, Gurudev. She just left me and went because of hormonal change. It's mood, Gurudev, and mood can change anytime. Mood
Mhm.
can change anytime, Gurudev. Yeah, she had hormonal imbalance, and she just, and she had a fight with my parents, and she had nothing to do with me. She had parents, and then she keep going to Delhi and coming back. But that love was only till some 12 years, Gurudev. But it was a deep love. But it was again in exchange of something. It was in exchange of something. Still, I got my babies. I take my kids. I go away. It was like this. So there is always some exchange, Gurudev. Until unless we are not Ragunaga. So I
Mhm.
feel if present my wife is Ragunaga, I am Ragunaga, without seeing the qualifications. Maybe I may not have job today, or maybe I may not have my material qualification, or may not have apartment. All my bank takes away everything. Then I'll say if she's, somebody sticking on to something with pure love, with bhakti, then I think so that's pure love, Gurudev. So, but then still there's exchange, Gurudev, because ultimately the thing started. We started because I was an engineer. So it's, I have some money, material things. But that's the reason love happened. There is some
Mhm.
material qualification to happen the love, Gurudev. I'm sorry to extend this thing. So this was
No,
my
I got
understanding,
it.
Gurudev.
Yeah. No, no. Yeah, I think Noodles will give you a good answer because she has experience about these things. I'll say one thing
Why are
first.
you putting me on spotlight? I wanted
No,
to hear
no.
my
Well,
thoughts.
okay, no. I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing first. Yeah, one thing is you'll see as you both advance in your bhakti, that love will be more permanent. Even if your bodies go and all that stuff, it'll always be there because it's true love. It's true. When you get purified and the love of God begins to manifest in you, it becomes an eternal relationship. And you'll feel it. You'll feel that you won't think like you're sort of thinking now, yeah, you got together because of this and there. But when bhakti awakens, you'll just like each other's company. You'll like, wow, it'll be special, really special. Um, and you'll think, I am so lucky to have a devotee as a wife and all that stuff. So Noodles, you carry on.
You covered it there, isn't it, Good Maharaj? It's like that, no matter, I mean, you've gotten together for whatever you have gotten together, right? If you have to
Yeah,
look at a larger picture, there's so much of karma involved in it
yeah.
too, right? It's not just because you are an engineer. I mean, whatever it is, you are together, but then as long as you are I mean, if you think towards the spiritual growth, I think it's about growing together and supporting each other in that growth. As long as we do that, I'd not know. I mean, I'm not judging, I'm not saying we don't need each other. I have not denied the fact that we need each other for whatever we need. But then it's more than that, though. And like Guru Maharaj says, he's building a spiritual family here. So what does that mean? That means this is something that is going to carry even after this life, right? So what's the harm in having somebody who's a material family to you be your spiritual family as well? That's actually even much better. I mean, like, you've been with somebody, you're attached with them, at least in this body, and then you'd want them to, I mean, yeah, I mean, I see it like that. I like it. I love my family too, like my mother or my father, because I'm attached to them. I want them to get this too. If they get it, they don't get it, it's a secondary thing. But then it's like that. I do not it's I like I said earlier, I cannot do this material spiritual thing anymore. It's tricky for me. I really can't do it.
Yeah, yeah. You see, as your spiritual awakening becomes, your heart, you become more like Krishna's more manifest in you. You just feel naturally. I mean, I feel that way towards the devotees. As Krishna manifests more, I feel like I like to be around them more. I couldn't, imagine wouldn't even think, well, when we're separated from our bodies and it's just, no, hey man, this is an eternal thing that we're developing here. This is not a material family. I think we all know what material families are like. And if our families stay material, then they're a material family. But like
Yeah.
if your mother or something becomes a devotee, then you see, wow, this is lasting here. Otherwise, it's just a material family, and it's not real. It's just, you just naturally like what reality, just, why do you want fantasies and people's speculations and material things? People don't really care about each other when they're just materialists. They're always got this thing, we need to, use you, I use you, use me, I use you. It's not. See, here, Krishna's our resource. We don't really need to overly, of course, just naturally we depend on each other, but, our resource is Krishna. It keeps everything clean,
Yeah. And also, I mean, for me personally, I can't understand, I still, or maybe cannot understand the idea of unconditional love. That's not something I understand fully. I mean, because they say, right, the Lord reciprocates to you in the way you want him to. So where is unconditional there? Even he's being unconditional there, isn't he? I mean, I don't, that's how I see, at least from where I am. I have expectations from my Lord. I have expectations from Guru Maharaj. But then if that's not loving, then I'd not know. But like Guru Maharaj said, right, Maharaj, you don't remember when we were in full born, you couldn't stay in our place for 2 weeks. You ran away after 2 weeks. But then last time round, you stayed like for 4 months, and you had no. I mean, I knew once you wanted to take a break for a week towards the end, but still, that's because. I mean, things have changed, dynamics have changed, right? We evolve, we grow in the consciousness as well. So, and that doesn't mean I have like I have no expectations, or I can love somebody unconditionally. I think that's I not know, that's what I feel. Maharaj, please, yeah, please.
Yeah, unconditional love, you could say, is a shadow of spontaneous devotional love. So the spontaneous devotional love, as we get purified, just by being close to Krishna's form, which is by engaging in some devotional practice, we spontaneously love awakens. It's a spontaneous thing. Unconditional love is like some shadowy thing that doesn't really work very well. It's not really. It's kind of a Mayavadi thing.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
fit
this
in, like, how can you
unconditional
not
love.
have any.
I just love you. It's not even really true. In most cases, people say, "Yeah, I have unconditional love for you," but it's just a mind game. It's just, yeah. Just a lot of
Yeah,
illusions everywhere.
actually, Gurudev, actually, one of our scriptures answers this as how is sometimes in Moses or some Matthew's Bible. There's a Chanakya Niti where Chanakya says that there's always conditional love. Even the woman or man who marries with the status, it has to be married with the status. It has to be married with the beauty. So I agree with the Chanakya Niti scriptures, which was from Vishnu Puran. It always says that even the later the mom's love with the son in this material world will also get contaminated. It'll be always in conditioning, Gurudev. But until
Yeah.
unless in this group where, for example, maybe Noodles or Radha Priya, they are Ragunaga and the husband's also Ragunaga, then the relishment with the help of Guru, it will be more relishing, Gurudev. It will not break in Vaidhi because Vaidhi has contamination, Gurudev. So that's what happened.
Mhm.
Vaidhi has a contamination. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. That's good. Hey, you know what? I've unfortunately I have to pack because I have to travel today, and I have to leave kind of early this morning.
Where are you
So
going now?
I'm going back to San Cristobal, and yeah. So I had my little experience here. It's a nice little town. Yeah, but yeah, It's the people here are very friendly and nice. So, but that's about it. I'll just go back to San Cristobal, see what happens. Got a nice little place there, and got internet. Yeah. So travel day today. Okay, so I'll see you all a little bit later, and
Thank you,
Have a
Gurudev.
good,
Thank you, Andromeda, Lalita,
yeah.
Dom. Thank you, Noodles. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you
Bye,
all.
Gurudev. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Hare Krishna.